Hello? Oh, it's supposed
That joke was so funny. I can't,
Who are you?
believe it.
I am from ancient Greece.
Okay. Perfect. Love it. Okay.
Oh, we all missed out on it. I'm sorry.
I need to set that up, and then we will get going.
That was pathetic. Give it back. That.
Why are we doing this?
You have to look at each other's elbows.
He's
You don't know the trick?
No.
You look at the elbows, and you'll always get a high
I
five.
can't. I'm too busy staring at his luscious lips. No offense. I'm sorry.
I got so lost in whatever that was. I'm so lost.
Why does Flatlana sound stronger than you though, Carl?
Because
That's
he's much
weird.
closer to the mic.
Yes.
Okay. So you actually, I see
Yeah,
what you
this
mean.
mic
You
right
have
back
a
here,
mic.
if you can see it. That's the
Oh,
mic we're using.
dude, that's sick.
It's the blue
And then
That's sick.
Oh, is that
my
mine?
mic is right
Yes,
here.
it is. Okay.
Is it just my imagination, or does that little thing look like a TIE fighter?
Actually,
I mean-
low key, you're not wrong.
Yes, it's like the pod of the TIE Fighter. I
Ooh, we
guess.
should dress it up for Halloween.
The pod of the TIE Fighter.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
It would be fun. It would also completely
Just
change
glue a
the
couple of
direction
little
the
wings
game.
onto it, and it could be a TIE fighter.
Okie dokie. Me broskies.
Right.
All right, let me actually. I need to turn you up, Carl. You are
Okay. Yeah, that,
actually you are all the way up. Okay, you're actually all the way up to it.
Well, sorry about that.
Ooh. Okay.
For introductions, for the intro, I'll switch the mic back to, actually, no, for the entire intro, I'll have the mic on me,
Yes. You
and then
hold
we can switch
unlimited
it back
power.
for after for the game, or at least parts of the game. Oh. Music.
Let's crank some tunes, as those children say. Remember children?
Not since the war.
Not since.
Whenever people, okay, so whenever we make the war joke, all I can just picture is like me being the only one in proper uniform. All of you are wearing the clothes you would,
Of course!
and you're the only ones also using non-traditional weapons. I'm the one here over here using an actual firearm.
You think I would be caught dead in just camo? I am wearing a cape and I'm fighting with a blender. These are the only options.
We are starting.
Alright.
We are starting.
This is what the people want.
It's what they demand.
They love the
Okay.
banter.
Intro starting in 3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome back to Crusade into Avernus. I am Chiarlo Larlandine the First, and I will be your storyteller from the Dreamscape Storytelling Guild. And these are my players, starting with the ones in person.
Hi, I'm Gimmick, and I'm playing Fitchel Tuxedo, the Satyr Blood Hunter, and also Lord Voltaire Castellanter, the Warlock Artificer Warlock, who is the head of the Inquisition into Avernus.
Hello there, everyone. I am.
Get your hands out of your face, boy. What are you doing?
Y'all are gonna have
Hello
too much
there,
fun
everyone.
over there, I can tell.
Yeah, we are having too much fun. Hello there, everyone. I am. Screw it. Robertson, yes. And I. I don't even remember my own name. I am playing Svetlana, the military officer that is very scarred up from head to toe. And good old tree boy Gobson.
Just a little anecdote about Tree Boy Gobson. We were in a city in one session, and he ended up retreating from a pretty dangerous encounter. And so I asked him where he was going after he was retreating, and he said, "I'm gonna go sleep in a park."
I forgot about that.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I love it so much.
Just a puck.
Okay, and then next are people on video. Go ahead, Xander.
Well, I'm Alexander, and I will be playing as the Saint Bakar, who is a Dragonborn fighter, and playing the secondary character John, who is a cleric. Human cleric.
And I'm David. I will be playing Dravos, and he is a half-orc paladin.
And our last player.
Oh, that'd be me. Yes, my name is Kevin. I am playing Koritz, part of the Inquisition, a wood elf monk, follower of Tiamat, coming to bring hell upon, well, we already are in hell. Coming to take, I guess, Azariel out of hell and restore its rightful ruler.
I will rain hell upon your hell.
I forgot about that for a second, sorry.
I heard you liked hell so much that I put hell inside your hell. Okay. This is the annual Dreamscape hardcore campaign. In these campaigns, character death is not only possible, but likely. The aim of the game is to be brutally honest in fair difficulty. Once a player character dies, the player is muted in the call, and their video stopped. For primary players, the only way to rejoin the game is for the party to reach a resurrection or reinforcement point within the story. For secondary players, once they are dead, they are gone. We will be playing a modified version of the Wizards of the Coast Descent into Avernus module. And the backing track for this mini-adventure is provided to us by Vindspecs. Wonderful artist, please go check out their music. It is great. The art for Lulu the Holophant is by Putrid Pirouette on Twitter and Instagram. They changed their name recently, in case you were wondering about the change of that. The battle map that we will be using today is by user / Teddy Walkson on Reddit. Thank you for letting me use your battle map.
Shout out, Teddy.
Oh,
Thank
and
you, Teddy.
actually, before we get started, that just reminded me I was going to tell him when we went live.
Woo, do that.
I'm gonna quickly pop onto Reddit and alert our fine fellow that we are going live.
Meantime, it's time for some good old-fashioned banter. Very natural and sounds fine and good on the internet.
Do that. And accidentally clicked on a video.
I'm gonna
You know how long it's been, Voltaire, since I've smoked a whole tree branch? It's been way too long, my man.
You did that yesterday.
I did?
You did.
Okay.
That's how bad it was. You smoked it so good. It was the whole. It did it too much. This is good. Also, I'm gonna be holding an ice pack because I burned my hand on a flat iron today. After unplugging it 2 seconds before grabbing it at the wrong end.
It's still the best thing ever.
I'm in horrible pain.
Oh, back to the game.
And then I proceed to play the song "Here Comes the Sun."
That's the fire up.
Okay.
There are better ways to make rosin than flat irons nowadays, my friend.
Back to the game. Crusading Saints, Bakar, Dobson Malroy, Lord Inquisitor Voltaire Castellanter, and Sir Nikolai Constantine have gathered an army of religious zealots, gallant soldiers, and their chosen to lead the army. The chosen being Sean, Svetlana, Fidchel, Jammy. Three of which are still with us, and somehow 3 of which have died, if you count deaths multiple for one person. To complete the task given to them by Argus, the Angel of Cleansing. That task is to attack Bator and dethrone Zerial, the fallen angel and archdevil of Avernus, the uppermost layer of hell itself. After the holy city, El Turel was yanked into Avernus in a flash of purple light and hellfire. The assault began. In the first battle of the war, the Saints Chosen charged through the reopened hell portal to take El Turel, the proverbial interplanar beachhead. In that battle, Fidchel died, struck by hellish lightning, only to rise again in the preemptive funeral for all the members of the Avernus Crusade. After the death of another Chosen, and no resurrection in sight for them, Fidchel's second lease of life lays under a shadow of unease. Leaving Arch-Crusader Cecilia, Sir Nikolai's protege, to defend El Turel as a staging ground within Avernus, as well as to defend the Crusade's supply lines. The Crusades began their quest for the Sword of Zerial. According to Lulu the Holophant, a juvenile flying golden elephant who is now clear is much older than her form would appear, who once fought alongside Zerial and her Hell Riders when they were a force of the celestial planes. That sword could tip the balance of the Crusades. with one lead ending in an ambush by 2 legions led by Haramon, general of Avernus's first legion. The death of Sean, as of yet the most accomplished and of the chosen, the Crusades turned to the help of Lucy. The concubus's uncertain loyalties were brought more into question when it became apparent the Fiend and Saint Voltaire had a prior relationship. Despite their wariness, the Chosen made a deal with Lucy. Lucy would guide them to the Bleeding Citadel and the Sword of Zariel held within. In return, once Zariel was slain, Lucy would be allowed to speak with Lord Inquisitor Voltaire Castellanter and be able to leave unharmed. After retrieving the sword from the Bleeding Citadel, the celestial structure exploded in holy light, destroying thousands of nearby lesser fiends and flinging greater ones through the air, away from the explosion. Along with the fiends, Vigil was flung into the battle surrounding the Citadel. The Crusades were forced to retreat from the battle, and the still alive, but now transformed Vigil was recovered. The Chosen quickly decided that Jammy would lead the gallant soldiers to lure away the pursuing demon army. And the Chosen will lead the knights to Zariel's fortress and bring an end to the Crusades to Avernus. We start with reports having reached everyone, having reached the Saints sooner, but they do eventually reach the Chosen as well. The first is a report from Cecilia. Baphomet has pulled back their attacks. And many of the warlords and one of Zariel's legions have gathered to the north of El Turel in a massive force. A report from Jammy says that Yin's demons, or Yimogu, his demons hounded them, his report reads, Yin's demons hounded us the whole way, and we have chipped away. The way I see it, my place is in the command tent now. Crazy bastards are still chasing after us, but they should not be a problem. We'll try to cut the devils off, so they can't give you reinforcements. Hopefully, that will keep them from enveloping you. Then, a report from Lucy. A still enclosed report about Zariel's flying fortress. The final report was from Nikolai, and it was to remind the Chosen the Saints cannot teleport into Avernus without their Chosen being alive and present at the location of transit. All of the reports from everywhere across Avernus inform you that indeed the plane of Avernus has seemed to have shrunken. All of the distances between getting less and less noticeable. As you can see on the map, of Avernus, you can see much farther than you used to be able to. You can see the mass of ununified armies having gathered on the far side of the river Styx. You can see down south and you can see a Avernus legion still fending off against an assault from a demon army. And you can see the center of the River Styx massive black iron docks sticking out of the crimson waters, having a massive black iron spike docked between Zariel's flying fortress, as energy is pulled out of the River Styx into intake pipes at the base of the fortress. As first, we will start with the Saints.
Can we get a refresh of what happened last time? I'm a little foggy, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
If
last
you don't
time.
mind, I just I'm a little
Yeah. Last time you brought the
night.
knights to this, to the banks of the River Styx, in preparation for the final assault of Zariel's fortress, or perhaps not assault. I don't want to cut off your options yet. Your final confrontation. There we go. Your final confrontation with Zariel.
Lupus still so we have Who do we have with us? I should say is all I guess what I was trying to get at.
You have a good amount. Let me quickly bring up the tracker so that I can tell you what your forces are.
So I'm not gonna lie, the only thing that really stands out is that badass battle between Dravos and
Yeah.
John.
So you guys have almost 700 knights with you, totaling to a fighting strength of just over 2,000. Yeah. As a reminder, the average legion's fighting strength was 8,000.
Oh,
Gallant Company.
Legions being the demon.
Yeah, from reports
So-
at Gallant Company and the Defenders have just over have a fighting power of just over 3,500, and Gallant Company has a fighting strength just under 9,000.
Okay.
So, if you wanted to wait for a bigger army, you would have to wait for Gallant Company to get down to the River Styx, which at the current size, if they beelined, would take 6 days. But that also gives
And
Zariel's legions times to form up.
and we never crossed the River Styx. Dravos just took a raft to meet Sean.
Correct. You guys are basically camped up. You're essentially hidden from Zariel's main army. Your camp is currently hidden. Not necessarily completely hidden. You do kind of have to stay on the move a little bit, and they know that you're generally there, but they don't know precisely where you are in these hills on the banks of the River Styx.
Yes, sir. Thank you much.
So yes, we go to the Saints as they consider what to do.
Can I ask one question before that? Where are the Saints at? I still haven't kind
Yes.
of like the Saints are on a different plane, correct?
Yes, the Saints are still on Toril, the planet you came from.
Yes.
Okay. Where basically their camps are set up right where El Torel used to be before it got taken to Avernus.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And there is still a hell portal there, allowing them to get into Avernus if they needed to, directly, or for people to try to get out through El Torel. As okay, yeah. And actually, before you get water, if you could go into the living room. and yeah, go into the living room and die. No, go into the living room and try not to listen.
Okay, cool.
Oh, secret for you.
Oh no.
Oh, you're holding it over your head and make fun of you for it.
Oh no.
And bring some of that shit we see
Okay.
back in the day.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Actually, before you go, roll a d20.
Before you go,
Yeah.
give us a kiss.
That's a d12.
Pick me.
There you go.
Hey, 17.
Okay, cool. I need you to roll a roll a deception check, even if Voltaire is not trying to hide it,
Okay.
and do not say the result out loud.
Sure.
And everyone roll an insight check. Sorry, all of the saints. So, not Svetlana. Dobson already did, so Picard, you need to. Nikolai needs to.
That's a 16.
Okay. Feel a fiendish presence. Fiendish spirit around Finchel. Okay, you can come back in now.
I can't hear anything.
Yep, that was on purpose.
Okay, yeah, all right.
You can come back in now.
Just quartered up.
Close the door when you come in.
Hey, boy.
I don't. I thought I was unplugging
Close the
Mike,
door.
so I was like,
Close the
oh
door.
great, not the last battle.
Yep.
Okay.
And by the way, what that was is essentially, I've decided to just start deafening people when they don't pass perception or insight checks.
I didn't even roll.
That's because you're not there. You auto fail. Like,
Oh, okay.
Korox
Yeah,
can't
okay.
infer anything when he's not there.
What did my 17 do for me?
You failed.
Otherwise, I would have called you in.
You fools don't know nothing. I got everything.
Don't make me go get the hot board again.
No, don't humble me, please.
As a report from Lucy is on the war table.
You're there.
Yes, Voltaire, all of the saints are around the war table.
Well, lads.
Right. So, perhaps with our forces, we might want to look at a different option than assaults. But we need to figure out how to get to Zariel so that we can kill her. They've chosen a new chosen, and we'll send them in once Lulu recovers her energies.
A new general?
Yes. Jamie is not a fighting capability. His place is in the command tent at best.
Yes.
We're training one of our most skilled fighters for basically cannon fodder.
That's correct. It's gonna have to be protected by the others in order to allow me to join the battle.
I hate this.
I hate all of
This. We've had too many fatalities, the accidents. It's every every unknown variable just is turned against us. We've gotten this far, sure, but it's not.
Well,
We. I know what Argus put us to. However, is it possible for us to, instead of killing Zariel, we manipulate getting her out? And then let's Argus deal with it on her own.
well, I don't know. I'm not the religious sort. You're that person. You can make a religion check.
I'm gonna.
Anyone who wants to can make a religion check. Any of the saints can make a religion check to know what happens there.
What about Dravos? Can he make a religion check?
No, because Dravos isn't there.
Oh,
We're not,
okay.
we're not even really privy to this. You're on a different plane, correct, Carl?
Correct, yeah. You guys are all in
Oh,
Avernus.
okay,
This is
okay.
going on in the material plane.
Right.
Yeah, you two are in hell, and us three are currently
I'm in
arguing.
hell and kicking ass.
And
That is true.
Bakar,
That is true.
if you're wanting to join us in the fight, you're gonna have to also choose a chosen. We have no other way to get you in there.
Oh, dirty 20.
We got
16.
Yeah, so, with a dirty 20, you would know that the laws of the cosmos forbid incursions onto other planes from divine creatures. So, it is, from greater divine creatures. So, Argus, it is against divine law for him to come to Avernus. In the same way that it is against divine law for Zariel to go to Celestia. Actually,
You make them
reminded
come
of
to
something.
Toriel.
A memory starts to trigger with your time with Lucy. Do you shut it down or do you let it flow?
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember a discussion that the two of you had where Lucy said that he found a loophole in that law. I will restate the law to you, and you can try to find a loophole. Divine beings, greater divine beings, are forbidden by divine law to go to have an incursion into a different plane. Other than the Outlands and other than the Outlands, Elemental Chaos, and the Ethereal Plane.
I don't think we.
I mean, you don't know of any way to get to Sigil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, that's also neutral ground, and you're not allowed to kill. You're not allowed to fight anyways.
Yeah.
So.
No creature defined. Of any version.
Into another plane.
Was part of them already employed by sending aid in Ernest. None of us are beings. And an attack. Problem one, like,
That falls under the definition of incursions? No. Lucy did say that it had to do with one word.
Sucks I'm not there.
Is
I mean, you can say this out loud to people so that Dobson is here, but Voltaire still has not said this out loud.
It is against divine law for not to have an incursion into a different plane. Fine.
Any divine being?
I believe it said greater divine being.
It is greater.
is August? Dobson heard him just say greater divine being. Dobson's like, greater divine being? Is Argus a greater divine being? Do we know that? Do we know that he's a greater divine being?
Anyone with proficiency in religion would be like, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
You don't even have to make a check, you're just like, yes.
I didn't think so.
Yeah. Argus is a solar, which is definitely a great. Basically, lesser divines are single digits challenge rating, greater divines are double digits challenge rating. And a solar, I believe, is either 21 or 20. So, yeah, they're definitely greater divine.
Yeah. Divine is not already established. Divine is not tied to morality. Any being that is not tied to a physical form, it is just zero.
Correct. Yeah. A divine being is a creature, is a soul made physical. If it do have a physical form, it's just that it's their soul made. Otherwise, they're primordial. Or mortal. So that's the option.
I feel like there is a loophole in the stars. I'm struggling to think of it. I'm stuck on divine, but we've already got non-divine.
I don't think there's any more to go with for divine. I personally doubt that's it.
Well, we can find a way
What
around
doesn't
it.
count as a good? We have to kill her, or at least
No,
I
remember,
prefer not.
if it's a great, if it is against the greater divine being to commit a incursion,
Yeah.
we don't have to have him commit to an attack or whatever. We don't have to make him commit to battle. We can, however, have a little bit of a tea talk. I have no other way to put this.
Don't see why that wouldn't work.
What challenge?
Negotiations. Oh no, treaty, whatever.
What challenge?
Worse than the breakout.
Challenge rate.
He's greater.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes that easier.
And he was greater when he left with
Yes.
Argus to go to Mount Celestia.
Right.
Sorry, they.
No. Greater. King. And. Pause it.
And go with an incursion. Is incur a word? Can incur?
I think so.
Yeah, no greater divine being can incur onto another plane. The law
What
also
if they
forbids
incur on
armies.
their own
It does also
plane?
forbid armies of lesser divines from going on an incursion.
Oh, there goes that too.
Yeah.
Wait, did we just hear Beckar say that? Beckar?
Sorry, Bakar, what did you just say? I think I might miss something.
Yeah, I mentioned, what if could they incur on their own plane?
Yes, because that's not like that's not onto another plane.
So if one being ended up on a different plane where someone could incur because it's their own plane.
And then allow them to cross over.
I mean, you could potentially argue the semantics. You also don't know how divine law is enforced.
There's no checking.
You can make a religion check. Oh, I don't know if I can remember what these things are even called, so I'm not sure I can look it up. But yeah, go ahead and roll for it.
15.
You vaguely remember something about there being creatures that are sent to punish people for breaking divine law. You will also remember something about a court being on sigil, but you don't know if that's just for judging the dead, or if it's also for divine law.
You don't have access.
If you could get the sigil, but the thing is, you don't know if you would be assumed guilty or if you would be able to argue a case.
Hey, Kevin.
I'm open to any
Kevin.
suggestions. This is
Kevin.
Kevin, your camera. I think his mic is off. Sorry about that. Continue.
okay. I'm missing something. There's some.
On his own right?
And incur on another plane.
And then they're on another plane.
And bring later into to curb that wrath and bring the target other plane. That happened either.
Why not?
Divine law.
In what way?
It
If they're not incurring onto another plane, but instead of just merely moved to another plane, are they breaking that law?
So if if the problem is that if they're just simply entering in and not necessarily going there to incur anything, their own will or right,
so going.
just going in, waltzing on in, shouldn't be that.
I don't know how well that would go bringing Argus into Avernus.
Why would we send August to Avernus?
Boy. No, they're still not there.
Go for it. Can I assist?
Oh.
Bang.
Just roll. Okay. Remember that what raised this line of questioning was Voltaire wondering if there was a way you could convince Zerial to get into a position Argus could deal with her.
A portal.
No. No.
Could we not force Zerial to go to Celestia? Then Argus within his own plane could incur his wrath upon Zerial.
I
That
feel
would
like
not
this
be-
is a lot easier than what we're making it out to be.
Because that would not be defying the divine law.
Right. Well, I don't see much of a way we're gonna force her to leave. I mean, Can you imagine trying to fight her if we're not just trying to kill her? But perhaps we could convince her. No, I couldn't, but we might be able to. So do we want to try? Or we want to just strike?
We should try. I don't know how well it'll go, but
You may try.
It looks like we have our diplomat.
Fine.
Second question. We want a saint to do it. Or we want the chosen to do it.
Chosen have handled quite a lot,
But they've been within the taint of hell for a long time.
and that
I can't send mine. I cannot trust that outcome.
I can trust Svetlana with military leadership.
How good is she at negotiating? She's a soldier.
Never negotiating. Glad she
Well, then she's definitely not the one to negotiate.
Exactly. That's why I said I didn't trust her
Okay.
with this.
I've lost mine.
Right then.
I
The car also provide a soldier for you to use as your chosen to teleport in. They'll be protected by the others. Might not make it, but hopefully that'll be enough.
So be it.
Altair,
okay.
once you feel fit, you'll praise to you. Teleport in. I somewhat doubt you know Ariel personally. That signal might not be enough.
I'm going to think.
Alright. Now for the plan. As Nikolai pulls out the report from Lucy. This is delivered by an imp. Mo, he said.
Mo?
Mo.
What kind of name is an imp named Mo?
Don't ask me.
That's a person name. Like a human person name.
This apparently is the weaknesses of the Flying Fortress. He opens up the envelope and essentially lays out the papers on the table. The reports read from Lucy. The deck officers communicate using telepathy. If one is killed, communication is cut between the two decks. Daryl has ordered the officers not to respond, just to do what she tells them to do. Therefore, she will not know that communication is cut until the command is not followed through. Once that is realized, backup communication is done through imp messenger. There is a rooftop hatch on the top of the massive spire. It is locked down but can be broken through. There are signal vents 1 foot in diameter that the imp messengers use to fly through. Crawling through that would be extremely difficult for someone of normal size. Soul intake pipes intake souls to be used as fuel for the Great War Machine from the river Styx. Climbing through these pipes while souls are being drawn from it will almost certainly kill. However, it stops drawing souls from the river Styx once the fortress gets on the move. So it only draws while docked. With a fast assault, a group could get in to the fort before it leaves dock. With these, it looks like We have some options. Infiltration or assault being the two umbrella options, that is. He also says that Zerial is likely to either be in the command deck, the observation deck above it, or her quarters. It would be easier to kill her in her quarters, I'll tell you that much. Don't have to fight a frickin' crew. But that would require an stealthy approach.
Well, I know we have at least one who's small enough to fit through it. We sneak. I want to say compromise. There's too many ways this can go south. But if I said
What is the current strength of our force at the beachhead?
It's not much. Not as much as the fortress. However, it might be enough to burrow us in. Or, through miraculous victory, it is possible. Though, best method that I can see, send the troops in, sacrifice much of the knights in order to get a strike force into the fortress.
An infiltration, a distraction.
No, not as much that. Have our strike force in the middle of the force burrowing through theirs, so that we can get through the docks onto that ship. A distraction is not good enough. Our force would simply decimate themselves along the side of that army, and that army is far too vast. They'd be able to cover all sides anyways.
We could
Let it be
try.
so then.
We could try tactic of
Aiden?
meaning they have 8,000.
Oh no. They have 20,000 fighting strong.
20,000. We have less than a division.
Yes. That's about our fighting strength.
I thought it was 8,000. Never mind, defeat in detail doesn't work then.
A single legion would be 8,000, but legions have gathered at Zerial's defense. Legions we have prior defeated, their stragglers have joined up with Zerial's. I do not see this battle being won outright. I personally think we should leave it to the chosen to decide the method of incursion. We have more pressing matters. Soldier, bring Lucy in. No, not Lucy, sorry. Lulu. Bring Lulu in.
Woo!
Wrong frickin' name.
Oh boy,
As-
we're gonna have some words.
Yeah. As the flying golden elephant comes in, holding the sword of Zerial, having teleported away from the chosen to bring the sword. Thanks.
And I really like that sword.
Need to decide who will wield the sword.
Did you well?
No one's going to wield the sword. Who's gonna kill Zerial?
I stepped away. I promise. Every possible route convincing her to stare down. And this doubtless know what to say. I understand. But cannot promise. Can.
How can I trust you? He looks at you, confusion crossing her face.
Very good. I tried. For a while. But not everyone. And they had to.
Will you take care of Zariel if she doesn't agree? Gonna kill Zariel if she doesn't agree to just go with you or whatever you want her to do?
Don't know. You'll have to. I want.
Killing her is an option.
Yes. Option I don't want to take.
Make a persuasion check at advantage. That was cocked reroll.
Yeah. 18 plus 9.
Right. Trust you. I'll trust you. As she reaches out her trunk, hands you Ariel's sword. Grab it. As you grab it, behind Lulu now stands an angel with teal and golden dress, teal hair and blue, teal and gold wings of stained glass feathers, a blindfold over her eyes. Recognize this to be Zariel before her fall. Oh. Looks like you're the one wielding me now, Inquisitor.
You were.
But she still may be.
What do you think of?
I don't know. I have not been in her mind since before her fall. Question is, do you think saving her will truly make things better for everyone? I fought against many fiends, but did not save my Glenel. Ilglin, there we go. I did not save Ilglin from Nogu's forces. I broke the laws of the universe to try to put an end to the blood of war between the devils and demons. Put a cork on their power. I am a warrior. You think saving me will help? Will help the society of the divine and of the mortals?
I'm not. This would be honest.
It was worth trying at the cost of the risk of losing the ultimate victory, at the risk of endangering the society you try to protect.
Well, I've been in Iron Life of take the chance, thinking I've lost effort. Would not fun.
Why do you help them? Why do you risk so much to help someone who already seems fallen? See. Look forward to having conversations, however short our relationship might end up being. Well, that was easy. Thank you, Lulu, and I'm assuming you're wanting to be a member of that diplomacy. Yes, yeah, I want to be there. Very well. Unless any of my fellow saints have objection.
We can try peace.
Is an option. But other than that, I have no objections.
When the time comes, though, and bloodshed is necessary, let it happen. Do not interfere.
Of this one chance at diplomacy, Lord Inquisitor Voltaire, advise not wasting it. Now, if we wait a few days until Lulu renews her teleportation, then we have some options. You and her could go through the hell portal and teleport to Zariel. You can do this, right? He looks over to Lulu. Yes, yeah, I can. I know her well enough for that. Good. However, that means Bakar and my own chosen will not be able to rejoin the armies. Or we can teleport you to our armies, to our knights, to attempt a diplomatic audience through walk in hell itself, rather than already being at your destination. This allows us to get our chosen into the battle. It allows us to be in the final fight with Zerial.
Choose wisely.
I'll go down. I'll go with. Take the long path. You need all the help. Yes.
Very well. As at 20, okay, yeah. Just next day. Cool. They move.
Since we are spending time to wait for Lulu's teleport,
Yes.
what are the chances Bakar could get his arm mended back to
Oh,
him?
right. Thanks for the reminder, actually.
Because
Nikolai-
right now, I mean, it's
yes.
a memory of his loss.
Yes.
But like,
Nikolai, currently in this meeting, you have noticed that his, all of his injuries, his, parts of his legs and arms and torso have been replaced with metal. Metal plates have been put across his body. His eye is now replaced with a automaton's eye.
Bless you. Thank you.
As this procedure is clearly recent. Bakar, I know you were trying to get a high priest or mage to help you, but I was able to get an artificer to help myself. If you wish, we'll be able to do the procedure on you now.
right, I'd go.
Okay. Yes,
Show me this artificial.
Yes, so you can remove one lingering injury.
I don't know if you have a different plan for it, but can Voltaire do that since he is an artificer? Or is it someone higher?
It's specifically fleshsmith. Or yeah. Surgeons could also do it, a high-level doctor, but
I was just,
yeah.
okay, otherwise I was gonna be like, alright, get on the table, let's go. And then just wrap up the tool.
No, this is an artificer that was convinced to come from one.
Okay.
But
Maybe I can save you.
his name is Gimmick, yeah.
And he's very stupid.
But yes, the day after,
Handsome. But stupid.
the day after, Voltaire arrives with Lucy in the Knights Army of the Crusades.
With Lucy?
Lulu,
Okay.
right? I didn't realize how difficult that would be to keep straight.
I mean, it's only been today so far.
Yeah,
so-
that's true. That's true.
You're doing good.
So with
Yeah.
the missing arm, DM, real quick.
Yes.
The missing arm was the only lingering injury he had left.
Okay. Then that's the one you remove.
So, awesome. So he now has a metal arm.
Yep. He has a nimble right arm.
Ooh.
To be clear, this is not a painless metal arm. You can feel pain in this because your soul has been like, this is a new home. Like, it is part of your body. It functions as if it is an organic arm. Actually, technically, it's your choice. Do you want to get an automaton arm that has no feeling whatsoever, meaning you will not be able to tell when it's damaged without seeing it. You will not be able to tell when people are touching your hand without realizing that there's resistance. You will have no feeling in that hand. Or a nimble right hand, which means it is actually part of your body, and you will be able to feel it as if it was a normal hand.
There's pros and cons with both of those.
Correct.
That's life for you.
That's the point.
Just imagine how much harder you could hit if it was automaton. Because you ain't gonna worry about
Yeah,
breaking
if
your
you're
hand.
automaton, you could hit so hard that your arm takes damage. And it wouldn't... You would be able to, like, surpass your mental boundaries.
So, like, I wouldn't have, like, feeling necessarily, but, like, when I'm at least moving my arm, if once I get used to it, would I not be able to notice, like, subtle changes? Like, if the arm starts to stiffen up?
You could, potentially. Basically, I would, like... It's the difference in between realizing damage when it happens, or realizing damage when it affects you.
Okay.
So, like, yes, you will be like, wait, my hand's not working properly, and then realize your hand is gone. But you, like, it'll basically be like, okay, I'm fighting, my hand gets cut off, but I didn't notice because it did not hurt. And then you try to swing your weapon to attack, and it's like, my weapon's gone, my hand is gone.
I will say, today I would definitely say, not feeling stuff in your hand, not that bad.
Well, if you didn't feel with your hand, you would have gotten worse burns.
Yes, but it wouldn't hurt, and that's what matters.
So yeah, those are your options. You can choose over the course of the session before the first combat or whatever, before it becomes permanent.
Like a liquid ground beef.
As yes, in the command tent of the Knights Crusaders, Voltaire and Lulu now stand and fly, respectively.
I just imagine this just before that
Along-
vigil was just like, we're gonna kill an angel!
Along with two additional people. Xander, you can choose whether or not John was the one to become that chosen, or if it's an NPC.
How much do you want to play the game?
Do it. Do it.
Do it, do it.
If it is an
Do it,
NPC,
do it,
it is
do it.
assumed that you are never with them in person, or in spirit. So you will not be taking the damage from the NPC.
Dun dun, do it. Dun, dun.
John, live a little. It's the last.
I guess
it's
I
the
could-
last raid.
I could make it be John.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
John is, John also returns with Voltaire, having left with Lucy the prior day, being summoned by the commanders. Now the chosen of the car, along with a random gallant soldier, who is also here in the green and red of Gallant Company Q, most sacrificial Gallant Companies, wearing heavier armor than any other soldier you've seen, having a helmet with a visor along with a shield, and yeah, they are there as well.
Please tell me their name is Handy.
Do you ask their name?
Let's just go.
Yeah, of course. Which me?
That's your choice?
Okay. Yeah, Victor's like, oh hey, what's your name?
Name's Private Gibbons.
Give
You
it.
know what? No, name's Private Gibbons, he says.
Ooh, diversity.
Don't expect me to be helpful in combat. I won't be. My
Okay.
sole purpose is to stay alive until the commander can use me as a beacon.
Yeah, alright, let's go with me.
Out of character, she will be taking the dodge action, fighting defensively, having two dual-wielding shields. Yeah, she is full-on fighting defensive.
And just to reiterate for the rest of the party, everyone's here now, right?
Yes, everyone is here now.
Cool.
I can finally play, or at least interact.
Yes.
P.S. I have been chosen to act as Sir Bakar's chosen since his was lost.
A noble cause.
Xander, have you decided a last name for John?
Hopkins.
He was given none at birth.
Also something.
I think I gave him a name, but I may
Can I suggest
may or may
Armand?
not have misplaced his character sheet.
Something interesting about about Sergeant Gibbons, they have a really frickin' swanky shield with them.
Dude, this sick shield.
Ooh. It's not mine, it's the commander's.
Oh!
It's a +1 shield of shielding.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all, huh?
Yup, that's all.
That's all, folks.
Making her resting AC 21 or 22.
Nice.
That's sexy AC.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, people can use her as cover. If you wanted to, you could use her as cover.
Oh,
That's
no.
one of her abilities.
Oh god.
Oh goodness.
That's not diversity.
This-
You know what? No, it is because anyone can be a meat shield. We have to remember that. It can't just be another big hulking guy. There's lots of people in the world. Anyone can
So
be
it's just a
meat
big
shield.
hulking girl.
Yes. Basically, she has
like it.
she has a tower shield and then this more traditional knight's shield. The knight shield is the shield of shielding. The tower shield like has spikes in it that you can like plant it into the ground. It actually has a notch in the top where you can like put a rifle over.
Ooh.
It is a
I kind of
standard
want this
issue
tower
Gallant
shield.
Company shield.
Take nudge, dog.
There's actually two niches. There's the niche for her rifle if she had one, and then a niche for a rifleman if he was using her as cover.
Ah. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, I should. We all know. Okay, wait. Is Svetlana here? Also.
Yes, everyone is here.
Okay, great.
It's
You should
full
know,
on Smash Bros in here.
yeah. You should know that. First off, Mitchell unlocked the Sans Undertale costumes for his Mii Fighter. Second, Mitchell is now like got. Did his eyes get
Or Beastie. Yeah, describe it.
Mitchell has long goat eyes, like soft fur around it, like where human skin of indeterminate ethnicity was. It's just a lot of fur and like longer teeth. Got long, glowing-ish golden hair and even bigger horns and curl at the back. And the Lichtenberg lightning scars that he had across one side of his face shimmer with a little bit of light going through them. Now you're all caught up.
Cool. So, yeah, and she still is. So here at this
Yeah, he has
point,
not explained why.
at this point in hell, right?
Yeah.
Because of how long it's been. Her hair is like as long as right down here to Carl's strap belt here.
Oh yeah, that's a great
Picture.
Yeah,
small
sorry.
of the back. Small
sorry,
of the back.
sorry. Yeah, it goes all the way down to the back, basically. Down to the like near
Oh.
the end of the.
He had short hair at the beginning of this, didn't she?
Exactly. She
Oh.
had shortcut hair because of the military, and then now it's all very long. and flowing basically, and it covers most of her face, so you really can't see the deep scars that are all around her face. But yeah, and eyes are pretty normal.
How
I
does she get
assume,
scars on
still.
her face?
Metal.
Her face is covered.
Metal.
Love it.
And
How does she get scars on her face if her face is covered?
No, her face was covered after the hair.
yeah, the hair covers over the
Yeah.
face. Is how she's
Yeah.
Boy, what a summer it's been, am I right,
And-
folks?
And let's see here, what else with that? Normal
That was
clothing
the best
still.
summer camp.
Normal, basically everything of what she's wearing, except for like, I think knowing her character, she would have definitely taken some of the dead bodies in the battlefields, like some of their smashed parts of their uniforms, and some of them.
Fun, like as trophies.
Yeah,
Love
yes,
it.
yeah.
Do we want to go around? and
Most
just,
likely
like,
is
say-
wearing. If demons have
Yeah,
bones,
you
most
know
likely wearing like of their
Yeah.
finger bones, like
Yeah.
wearing a necklace of
Yeah,
that.
there's a type of demon literally called a bone devil, so...
Yeah,
But,
there you
yeah,
go.
but yes. Actually, let's go around and describe all the characters again.
Oh, yeah.
See how they might have changed. John, go ahead and describe yourself.
Yeah, how much have you changed?
How much
since
have,
last time?
how much have you changed in the session? No, just go ahead and describe
Yeah,
yourself,
hold on for your
whether or
account.
not it's actually changed.
Well, John. That's a great question, actually. So John is a human. He looks older. Like his hair is actually graying. It's and stuff. He's a older individual. He's obviously a cleric or priest who's been called into service as a healer for the invasion, for the Crusade. So if he's got tannish skin, which may be surprising for a priest. Normally they would probably have paler skin, being in their sanctuaries most of the time.
Priest had a hard
Graying hair, as I said. He's a tallish individual, sitting about 5'11". He definitely is not one who looks weak, considering he is wearing full chainmail and stuff, so definitely a stronger individual. Bit built. But, yeah.
Oh, I got to say,
Brown eyes.
Vigil is, as always, wearing his light leather. That's not over. Sorry to interrupt. Was that all of it? John?
Yeah, that's it for John. I mean, it's very basic. Nothing really super
All middle
special about him.
Next, to say a boy. Borox? Boros?
Quirks.
Boros.
Definitely after all throughout the battles, Corks is definitely looking a little tattered. Her robes are definitely in shambles, but she's not so much as worried. I mean, obviously, she wears no armor, being a monk, but her monastery robes are tattered. Definitely some skin revealing. Her beautiful wood elf skin pretty much has been unharmed. Still beautiful green eyes. Let's not forget that. Nothing much has really changed about her. Just I'd say the overall demeanor, and I'd say the look in her eyes. If anything, she's seen some shit. But as far as appearance goes, I mean, she's pretty much been unharmed. Just mentally, probably scarred more.
Hey, that's high school for you. What? We're not in high school. We're in hell. We're in hell.
The difference being
Lockers.
at college,
two wishes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, yes, all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And Dravos, go describe yourself.
All right.
Dravos or Dravos?
Dravos.
Dravos, sorry, I apologize. I'm saying it wrong.
It's all good, bud. So Dravos is a 7'9", olive green toned skin. He's about 250, and he's got golden eyes. And if you notice, he's really, really young.
Did you say yum or
Young.
young?
Oh
Yeah.
man,
My
this guy's
ears
delicious.
are so gone. To be clear, I hear words.
How young? Because my character's 250 years old. Look how young is too young. It's after that last battle.
Well, I'm 14.
Jeez Louise,
Okay, well that's a little too young. That's a little
Alright.
too young for my character.
Yeah.
Kratos is 14?
Dang.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's
And he's a commando? Dang, he
he's not even
went
an
up the
adult.
ranks
dude.
fast.
Yeah. Oh my. We gotta
What can I
stop.
say? He was a fast learner.
We have so many campaigns where it's just teenagers in the line of battle.
To be clear,
Wild
I'd
cycle.
imagine that he probably, in order to get in the fight, lied about his age or something.
Oh yeah.
Actually, no.
Basically
Half
just pulled
orcs
a World
reach
War I.
maturity at the age of 14.
I thought it was 16.
No, it's 14.
Okay, never
And
mind.
if you're a full orc, it's 12.
Okay,
Okay.
Ah.
I was wrong. Cool, cool.
Damn.
They do speed
Look at it.
ones.
Lore. Alright, lore knowledge. I like
Okay.
it.
I know that.
I'm glad.
So
I'm
back to you guys have to come up with a plan.
All right.
Right, and we're all together. So we have Vigil, we have Svetlana,
Yes, everyone's
John?
together.
Yes.
except for Lulu.
No, Lulu's here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Lulu's
Jamie isn't here, but everyone else is.
What? Oh, no.
Yeah,
How about that was my next question. Where's Jammy Jam?
Jamie is still up north fighting demons.
Blind.
Blind.
Oh, go.
He's
I know.
currently fighting the good
Oh,
fight.
Yeah. Which actually you would get a
He is
report.
fighting the good fight.
You would get a report that he won against the demons and is now chasing down a legion of devils.
Nice.
Can,
That's our boy.
can you ping it?
Our boy.
Can you ping that for us?
Yeah, sure, up there.
Nice. Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that sun token is the Jammy army.
The
Yeah.
jammiest of jams. Okay, so we are discussing battle plans.
I want to sneak through stuff. I'm small and I can go fast. And I'm so
What?
fast.
What size category is he?
He's
Medium.
small. He's
He's not a small creature.
like
Yeah, but dwarves are medium creatures.
oh, that's a good point. Oh, my mistake. He's 5'1". He's medium.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely medium.
I'm so fast. So fast. Oh, my body. I've been drinking so many potions, guys. Oh,
It's alright.
I feel like I could run like 35 feet at once.
30. That just so happens to be your movement speed.
Oh, goodness.
And who currently has the sword of Zeria?
Voltaire.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay. Okay. So are they gonna let us know this, or are they
Oh
going?
no, you would
we
see.
or I guess
Like, there is no way you can hide the sword of Zeria.
yeah. This dude with a
Well,
big
of course,
top hat and
of course.
coat is just.
But I
with
guess
this
we. I
giant
mean,
blue
we
sword.
should. Is
Isn't
Lulu
your
going
garb
to tell
red?
us, or should we ask Lulu?
Yeah, so you have like a red outfit with a blue glowing sword.
Yeah, yeah. I'll drop another picture in chat.
Could we? I mean, would Lulu tell us this, or
No,
she
you-
was?
You can see.
Or,
I'm holding it.
He is holding.
Voltaire is
You can see
there.
it. Yeah,
no. Who's holding it?
Voltaire.
Vigil?
Voltaire.
Oh, Voltaire is with us as well.
Yes.
Voltaire Castellanta. Here to help you with the war again, but this time in person, you're welcome. I look what I got. It's big.
So I've seen you finally come to aid us in battle.
I've been
I've
aided
heard
from
many
the back.
stories.
It's been hard. Also, I was recovering because, you know, and then I hold up the metal arm that I have.
Oh, Jesus.
Private,
Sergeant
Gibbons?
Sergeant, I thought I said private. Sergeant Gibbons. Sergeant Gibbons will pull out an envelope and put it on the table. Those are the battle plans from Commander Nikolai. If you wish a full frontal assault, those are your best options.
I would like to open up the envelope and read them. Or have
Basically,
them
it's just
read
like
to me.
the troops are organized this way, so if we attack this way, it will be the most effective. It's not it's not a tactic. It's more a deployment plan.
Yes, where
Yeah. It's how to deploy your troops most effectively. It will give you advantage on the first roll of battle check. Well, actually, you know what?
Lana.
Yeah, just the
Lana,
first
we've reached out to you before with your battle tactics. What do you recommend?
I have a question.
Yes.
So, did those of us that was before they showed up, did the rest of us get a long rest or a short rest?
Yes,
I know I was
all of you would
hurt
be
pretty
fully
bad.
refreshed. You
Okay.
got an extended rest when marching to the River Styx. Dravos,
Oh, I'm
after the
talking-
battle. No,
Yeah, that's what I
after
was
the
talking
duel.
about.
After the duel, you do not have a long rest. Sorry.
Okay, so just to add on
You
to
did
that
get-
descriptor from earlier, he looks like shit.
Yeah, you did get a night's rest. So basically, all of the effects of a short rest.
Mhm.
And anything that regains on a long rest, you roll a d20. If you get a 10 or above, you regain that use of that ability. You roll as
Okay,
many
then I
times as
need
you have
to
uses
roll-
spent.
I need to roll a d20 then
Yeah.
to see if I get my
Get it?
thing back.
Shouldn't look too bad because
15.
John healed him before.
Oh
Did they
yeah.
summon?
Oh yeah. No. Yes.
So Dravos should be back up to full health.
Okay.
I did forget about that. My
Yeah.
apologies.
Then remember for who healed him, John?
John did, yes.
Yeah. Remember to keep those spell slots spent. And actually, you can roll because of the night's rest. You would need to roll to see whether or not you had regained those.
And you said anything above 10 was
Yes.
you get back?
Exactly.
Okay, because I got a 15. That's why I was asking.
Yep. Same with for lay on hands. Just roll twice, one for half of the uses. Or actually, for every 5 uses spent, roll once, just to speed it up.
Alright, give me just a second here.
Because lay on hands is a massive pool, so you'd be rolling like if you're level 10. Unless I don't know what the pool size is, but you'd be rolling so many d20 to determine which ones you got.
Oh
back.
yeah, I've got all my uses back then.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
So yeah. Again, the options for assault are laid out in the bullet points that I put in Discord.
Discord. Yes, sir.
You guys could also just try to defeat the army if you wanted. That is your prerogative. You would literally be fighting 10 to 1 fighting strength. So perhaps not the best.
Deck off.
The only word that comes to mind for that is ouch.
Yeah. You guys would you would be rolling your battle checks at disadvantage, and they would be rolling theirs at advantage. So that would be tough.
Could, upon looking at
Yep.
would it make sense to be able to roll tactics?
So we have to get to, and so because of I see the map, we have to get. So Zariel's fortress is on the river Styx.
Yeah, it's floating above the river Styx, and there are great iron docks that lead up to the upper levels of it. Go ahead. What were you saying, Svetlana?
Roll. What I was gonna say, girl, is that if I could have some intelligence or like a tactics thing.
Yeah, sure. Make a
Just to see what may work out.
yeah, make a intelligence battle tactics. Land. Either land or water tactics. That's your choice.
Just know the rest of us did not hear what he said.
Yes, that's because his mic isn't the Discord one, but the stream would have heard.
Okay.
DM, would I be able
Well,
to cast Bless on his tactics?
Yes, you can.
I already rolled it though.
Well, the result isn't done yet, and it's the result that matters, not the roll. And you didn't say what the roll was, so that's fine. What does Bless do?
Bless, I choose up to 3 characters, and they add a d4 for any attack or saving throw.
Throw.
This is not an attack or saving throw, so you probably don't want to use that.
No.
This is a check.
The one I think he's thinking of is guidance.
Oh, I'm thinking of guidance. That's what it is.
Do you have guidance?
I do actually, because it's a cantrip,
Okay, yeah, and that's a d4?
and that was one of the ones I had.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Roll a d4 and add it to.
Alright. Total 17.
Okay, yes. So, you think burrowing in could work? Kind of. Like, I mean, that's a suicidal mission for a lot of your people. Another option with the hatch at the top, you could fly people up there with the Griffins and Lulu. Using both of them, you could probably get a colossal, about 25 men in, on top of yourselves up there, try to breathe through that hatch. That, in order to pull that off, you would need your army of knights to try to get a distraction, and they would probably be killed anyways. So basically, either of those assault tactics results in the majority of your knights ending dead, and you guys being in a no escape situation.
Can I, as a monk, can I not try to climb up there and unlock the hatch and let them know?
It's a big tower.
It's
Just
a really
saying.
tall tower, and there are flying devils around it constantly.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's just go ahead and skip that.
Yeah.
To make the
So that's what we know about battles. How much experience does Svetlana have with infiltration?
Okay,
Infiltration.
Infiltration like behind a battlefield or
Yeah, like more espionage stuff, like sneaking, not assault.
I mean, I have her on stealth. Not bad at stealth.
Okay, sure. Then you would also know that, I mean, climbing up the Soldier type vents is not a bad idea. That it is comparable to like when in sieges, soldiers would climb up the lavatory shafts in castles.
Yeah.
So it could work. Managing to sneak your entire army onto the river Styx and then up the soul shafts is also difficult, but that's potentially an option to get that colossal horde of soldiers, or more if you really try, into the fortress without sacrificing your army. But if something goes wrong, you are left without any backup, other than the soldiers you're taking with you.
Can we aid him?
Noise would
In
be an
this
issue.
role?
I can.
No, like, you don't need to aid him in the role he already passed.
Okay. Oh, Lana.
So, presumably you bring up those plans?
I bring up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Either
we
way,
wish
we're
to
I-
have to be
infiltrate
honest here
the
with all
temple,
of you.
I can
We're looking at a lot
cast
of-
silence to help with sneaking people to various locations. It
Oh,
would
God,
inhibit
love
us a
you.
little bit. but
I
silence
don't believe you
would
can
be
move
helpful.
the silence spell, so it would only help in
I
specific
can place it on an
situations.
object, and I can
Oh.
move the object
Okay.
around.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah,
so
then-
if I was to place it like on my mace, and then I was to go back and forth with a
Yeah.
raft or something to the one thing.
Yeah, before continuing with that idea, Svetlana, you were saying something?
Yes.
The mic is in my place.
Oh, yeah. What I was saying was the fact that either plan, if the silence thing, it's going to. This is going to be a result of heroic sacrifices of our own men, which will be there. All right, here, almost either way. Look at it.
Yeah. Both assaults require the sacrifice of your army, and...
But
Yeah.
should probably therefore try the sword.
Try the what thing, sir? Or ma'am?
Soul intakes.
Ah.
Soul pipe intake.
That is almost, wasn't that almost certain suicide?
If they're on,
You have to wait for the fortress to undock and start moving. Basically,
Would there
meaning
be
a ground
any-
assault is no longer an option at all.
Is there any way to get? We have the griffins. We have them.
John, how long does silence last?
It's up to 10 minutes.
Okay. You would know
But I
that will
can
allow
ritual
you to
cast it, so.
that will allow you to only get in there with one group. Like get across the river Styx into the path of the Flying Fortress.
Well, I
How-
can ritual cast silence, so I could
Yeah.
theoretically cast it several times.
And
It would take longer, but
it lasts 10 minutes, you said?
it lasts up to 10 minutes, and I can
And-
ritual cast it.
And ritual cast takes 10 minutes. So if you were constantly doing a ritual, you could hold it up indefinitely.
I like John's idea. Svetlana? If you think that's the best course of action, you know we will follow you. If anyone else has anything to say, I say their piece.
I just don't want to be
We
climbing
know-
up any poop shafts.
I
mean,
agree.
Fair enough, but at the same time, if assuming Zero is not near, if we attack
She
through
could
ground
be.
forces, if we attack through ground forces, a ground assault when the fort is docked, she'll undock it. If we attack when it's undocked, she'll dock it. So, either plan that we
it's-
go with here, we
and-
just have to make sure we get in, enough of us get in there quick enough.
in DM like sort of above board, above game. We're worried about like there are. Let me go over to and ping it. Like there are what? Oh my god, dude! Why am I'm not trying to move, Lulu. Yeah, okay, exactly. But I mean, so you're saying there are like forces that are like that we're worried about losing, like because they're over here?
No,
or
it's
what,
your
what's...
army. It's the army that you are with. It's what the Lulu token is. Your army.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we have 700 knights.
Yeah, just under 700.
Oh, just under 700. So like what, 650?
698.
698. So literally just under.
Random.
Yeah.
Well,
definitely John's silence will definitely help aid us in the loss of casualties to get across and get in, and we can finally.
Okay, so is that your plan?
If anyone else has anything to add, please.
We're sending. Just to refresh. Sorry, what we sent? Sending knights. And they're playing everything that they come across.
and Voltaire is coming.
To slay everything with the sword. Well, one, I mean, they can't even be around the sword.
Fighting through the fortress is not a good idea. The pipes allow you to sneak to any level of the fortress, including her private chambers.
Okay, well then, okay, so quote, all right, you definitely, thank you.
Well, I have a question involving being a summoner warlock of the Archfiend.
Yes.
Could I? Okay. Fiendish Onslaught.
Yeah.
Is used. It says against a creature. Hit a creature.
Yes.
MD 10 slash damage.
Yes.
Am I able to use? You know, if I'm able to use that more than one.
It says a creature.
It does, but I mean like, turn after turn.
Does it say that it takes a use?
Use this feature to open a portal. Horde of patrons smaller fiendish minions pour out from the portal.
You're looking for like terms like short rest, long rest.
Yeah. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again as a long rest. So it's only one time with one target.
Yes.
Well, still got that in our back pocket.
That's good. Lord Voltaire, what
May I
is
speak,
your
please?
thoughts on this? And
Sergeant
you are?
Gibbons says.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Gibbons.
She's still at parade rest and like
Sergeant.
she's still like staring like 1,000-yard stare. Well, how many men can fit within that sphere of silence you can cast, sir?
It is a 20-foot sphere, so
Radius or
20-foot
diameter?
radius. So it'd be 40 feet by 40 in a
Diameter.
circle. So however many we can jam together.
40
Okay,
by
yeah.
40,
let me
sizable.
math that real quick.
And
Simply
It's a
sizable.
sphere. You know what?
We would
Let's
have to-
not do stupid things and let's do fast things.
Hey!
Okay.
Hey!
Is this big enough? Yes, it
While
is.
he's doing that, so gimmick. Lord Voltaire is a what? He is a chosen. He like the godly. Or what are you?
He is the Lord Inquisitor of the.
Okay. Lord Inquisitor.
Yeah. He is a saint.
I mean, but what sort of,
basically,
like,
he is a
a
conduit of
Thank you.
Argus's power.
Sank.
Titular.
Sank. Okay.
If we were to have all knights in a defensive, combat-ready stance, we could have maybe 50 or so. If we were to cram them closer together, and maybe only have an outer perimeter of knights ready to fight, we could fit more.
But we also fit within that circle, a circle of people with firearms reach over them.
That, I believe, would be possible. And with being within the silence, it would be advantageous to us, for they wouldn't be able to hear the gunshot. They would hear the whistling of the bullets, but not the gunshots.
That's all.
Just imagine hearing nothing but whistling, and then all of a sudden everything's got a hole in it.
No, dude, just.
We're doing geometry tests right now.
Better y'all than me. Y'all are in college.
Oh yeah, I can definitely do. If we need to do Euclidean geometry, you tell me. If we're looking at a radius, what are you trying to calculate?
How many 5-foot squares fit within a 40-foot?
Right, I did that.
You
So
did?
a
Okay.
20-foot radius, you divide by 5, that's 4. The area of a thing would be 4 squared times pi.
Gotcha.
So 16 times 3.14, it's 50.24. Which
Okay,
is why I
so-
said about 50
So that's
in a
exactly.
combat.
Okay, yeah, that is exactly 2 colossal hordes.
This has been the most math we've ever done in D&D.
Yep. So you would get
This
2
math
colossal
hurt my
hordes, meaning that functionally, you get 2 colossal hordes that you could take in with you.
In combat ready, would you be able to make it so that the inner, like, people squish in more, so you could fit a few more?
Oh yeah, no. We call that nut to butt in the Marine Corps.
We could, yes,
That's what it's called, nut to.
if that's
Nut to butt.
what is wished. Though moving stealthily within that area would be difficult, as presumably we would have to try not to push each other out of the silence.
As a, assuming as a
Claiming a center
strong
spy.
Do we have a
As
big
a
hula hoop
strong
to
mil-
keep everyone in?
I got someone at
as
the
a
door. I'll be
strong
right
mil-
back.
A strong like as assuming a trained military, I'm assuming we know how to walk in lock and step. I don't think that should be an issue.
Yes,
They're trained.
we can walk in lockstep, but that is so basically out of game. If you want to pack more people into it, it's actually going to cost you something with game.
Right.
So
Okay.
it'll cost
Yeah,
you the
okay.
risk of pushing people out of the silence and them being able to on accident make noise.
Okay. Well.
What if
John,
we only had the
I'd leave
center
that.
25 pack in and have the outer
Even still.
ring?
Even still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically,
Yeah,
you can fit
He's up gonna.
you can fit a third
Oh,
colossal
that was
horde
great.
into the sphere, and it will add the risk of them being pushed out of the sphere.
Okay.
We should play it safe, John. Do you?
I do agree. It would most likely be a safer strategy. I only hope that we can get enough people in
And
to our location.
We
I
should.
would also point out that these pipes are not wide enough for our full group to go within the sphere. While in the pipes, we would not be covered by your silence.
Well,
That is
once
very
within
much
the
fact.
pipes, we would just have to take the risk.
And move stealthily.
Once we are
As one.
within the fortress,
She nods and
well,
steps
things
back.
will be a little more difficult.
And you did say once we are in these pipes, we can go anywhere in the tower, correct? It leads to
Yes,
anywhere.
but it does not mean you cannot be noticed in the pipes.
Yeah, then we won't be unnoticed. Yeah.
You can still make noise in the pipes.
Oh god, yes. If not even
I
exaggerated.
mean, personally, if an engineer of like a aircraft carrier did not notice 50 people going through the pipes of their engine, I'd be a little bit surprised.
I mean, are we not? Is this not an elite group?
Well, they're elite knights, not infiltrators.
Also making noise in the pipe is the name of my Scots section.
Yeah.
John?
How long?
Anna?
How long do you think we would have before the vessel would undock? I'm thinking in terms of how many trips can we do to shuttle our knights in.
The problem with that is you don't know which way it's gonna go. So if you set up your entire force in the center of the river Styx, and then it goes the opposite direction. Whoops.
Slotline? Your input on this?
Okay, so I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna simply say that that you are just doing this, right? You're going to take one raft. You're not gonna have the time to take multiple rafts, and planning has been going on for quite a while. I think this is a functional plan. I much prefer the problem of over-planning to under-planning, but I think this is functional and you can go on with it.
All I was going to say is that it is a functional working plan.
Yeah.
She was going to agree with it.
So, the plan is take two squadrons of platoons? Maybe platoon. I don't remember troop sizes. How many people are in a platoon?
Talk about the United States, 250.
Okay, yeah. So you will take two full squadrons with you to sneak through the pipes to Zariel's chambers, correct?
Yeah, that sounds
that's
good.
not in. There is a catch with that though, because we'll not. Because she'll. No.
Sorry, Carl.
Yes.
I was thinking of company, not platoon.
Okay.
A company is 20
Yeah,
to 50.
let's say-
Sorry.
Okay, yeah,
yeah.
then platoon, two
I was
platoons.
I was thinking of a company. Sorry.
Yeah, two platoons. Thank you.
We said 50 knights, but that's if it's purely knights. That'd
You
be
do not have
minus.
anyone other than knights.
Well, that's assuming. That's saying we're going to have 50 knights in this circle.
Yeah.
But that's not possible when John has to be on the. Okay.
That Gibbons?
It's not Gibbons. I'm gonna give you a point of inspiration for
he's a
pointing
hero.
that out because, thank you, but it is not gonna take effect.
Okay. Because like
Alright,
John would have to
Coleman.
be on the raft, so it'd be like 49 and then him
Yeah.
at least.
We're gonna hand wave that because it's simpler.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So that's the plan.
Use his inspiration to make sure that everyone
One,
takes it.
Gibbons
Hey,
takes a step forward again and raises her hand in a clenched fist. Waiting to be called on.
Okay,
Yes.
Gibbons, I believe you actually outranked me, so please speak your mind.
I do not unbreak everyone at the table. Thank you, though. This plan can work well. I have one fear. Once the silence breaks, the knights are in full plate. Without the gift of silence, that clattering metal may alert the enemy. Should they go without their armor, or perhaps lesser armor? If the Gallant Company was still here, I'd suggest switching out armor with them, but at this point, I think it's unarmored or plate.
Well, the plate would save more lives than it may alert the enemy, but it would save more lives.
Unless it alerts the enemy while we're in the pipes, and they flush it with souls. The armor's not going to help us then.
Yeah, good point there.
How large are
We
these
need to get
pipes?
Yeah, how large are these pipes?
I don't remember off the top of my head. Gibbon starts like looking through the paper on the table.
So, if we're going to go with
Theoretically, I
armor-
could ritual cast silence again once we're in the pipes.
The problem with that is they are not that wide. They are...
Right, they may
there's
not
a
be
little-
wide, but it's a sphere.
Yeah,
it's
so
exactly
it is
sphere.
it is going to affect some of them, but if you take this full force, basically, if you take, let's do it this way, if you take 2 colossal hordes, then one of them will not be affected by the silence in the pipe. If you take 1, everyone will still be in silence. So basically, 2 unarmored hordes or 1 armored horde.
I mean, I know I'm just a mere and part of the Inquisition, but if I have anything to add, I would say we have power in numbers, and we definitely don't want to alarm any, and the loss of life, we should minimize at all costs for the final battle. I would say that we would take 2 hordes unarmed.
Okay.
But I would still look to my higher military and higher minded individuals such as John and Solana.
They're
And
higher
hell, after
military
what
minded. Voltaire
Draco's
is the
did
highest rank here. So technically, his word is law.
What keeps John from just ritual casting silence over and over again as we slowly shuffle upwards?
Nothing, as long as people are essentially carrying you.
Piggyback.
I'll carry your ass.
Basically,
I'll
it means
carry
that
you.
you cannot do anything else while
Levels,
doing it.
Korax, carry him.
No,
Yes.
you have knights to carry.
Yes.
You have knights to carry. But
Okay.
yeah, you cannot do anything else while casting silence. So then,
Okay.
I shall carry you.
2 unarmored
That's what
hordes,
it
is that the
does.
plan? Yes or no?
Ravens, we have
Unarmored
not
would
heard a
make
word
us
from you.
very susceptible to attack.
Our shields.
Let's
Yes.
take him there, Kev.
Shields do not qualify, they will still have shields.
Okay.
Okay, final option, yes or no. Everyone who votes yes, raise your hand to 2 unarmored platoons. Well, that's
With
majority.
shields with shields
With
unarmored.
shields. With shields, yes. They
Can
still have
we
their,
at least hear?
yeah, they still have their weapons and their
counter
shields. That's a majority.
On
That's
what
the
would
point.
your hesitation though, John? If I might ask, even though we democracy won.
I'm actually
What
saying
was your
this for
hesitation?
game pacing. We need to move on.
Yeah, we'll go.
So,
The soundtrack.
John, sorry.
as
He's
time
just a very
comes-
cautious individual.
the time comes to try to stealth your way, I need everyone to make a stealth check. I will make the stealth. I'll make the stealth checks for your hordes. Everyone has advantage because of the silence.
Hey, 22. Yes, sir.
Okay, so if they're
I don't know if that's
huge has
real
one
number.
disadvantage, gargantuan has 2, colossal
27.
has 2.
12. Or no, that'd be 13.
So you said stealth with advantage?
Yes. Has
Okay. Both Fitchel and Voltaire got 21.
I'm assuming you guys, unless somebody is saying I'm the lookout, I'm assuming you are all using passive stealth, which sets a minimum to your stealth.
Sounds good to
So,
me.
is anybody being a lookout and having passive perception instead? If you do so,
I
you have to,
like-
if you say so and have already rolled your stealth, you have to roll again.
I think Fitchel will, just because I feel
Okay.
like Goat Eyes better prescribe.
Roll your stealth again. You do not have a minimum. Everyone else has a minimum to their stealth of 10 plus stealth modifier.
And we ate him.
This would be a good time for Bless. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
I'll cast
No,
Bless.
bless doesn't affect because these are
Yeah,
checks,
bless
not
is
saving
attack and
throws.
saving, so it would be guidance. I could give him
Oh, yeah,
guidance.
yeah, yeah, guidance.
I'm gonna say no because this is actually like over a longer period of time or whatever. I'm gonna say no to that one.
I'm rolling for stealth or perception.
Stealth, because you're using your passive perception.
Okay, that's 18.
Okay. Then, okay. Yes, there are some close calls, but you just manage. There are some close calls, but you
Joel.
just manage to sail up.
Beautiful.
Swarms of flying devils almost spot you with their beams of light from the fortress, but the raft just passes by as you have made it to the pipes as the fortress lies slowly drifting over you. It's time to climb. Everybody, unless you have some other way, the soldiers begin to climb up using their own means, using ladders and such brought with the team.
Are we all climbing?
All of you presumably need to get in some way.
Mitchell's gonna take the potion of climbing. We got
There
this,
it
baby!
Brilliant. Love it.
You got
Love
it.
to see
Oh, Chekhov's potion of climbing.
Sure, come.
Before-
Had that
Before
entire freaking
Vigil-
campaign.
Before he finishes drinking it, may I go up and give him a kiss and steal some of it out of his mouth?
Yes.
Sure, I'll give you advantage on climb
Rolls.
as well. But
Okay.
Mitchell, you just succeed the climb.
Yeah.
Um,
I also have advantage on athletics for the next hour, so that's pretty neat.
yeah, that'll be useful.
Yeah.
It becomes
Who was carrying me?
some of the soldiers, and it becomes
Okay.
painfully apparent that these soldiers are not doing well. The ladders are shifting as the thing is moving. The water's moving under them. They're trying to quickly climb, but they are not going well. Like the ladders keep like tilting and tipping. It's
I hear
not.
The
Hellhound.
hellhounds.
Yeah, both of them
The
freaking.
hellhounds are barking at him.
So, without modifiers, both of your platoons got a 4 and a 3 respectively, and it is barely higher than that, as 10 is not high enough to climb into this. With their modifiers, they do technically. Well, actually, strength of 10. Do they have proficiency? They do not. Yeah. So they got 10 and 11 respectively. Neither of those are high enough to climb in. What?
Okay.
Did any of you, have all of you tried what you are going to try to do? Climb it. Have you all decided that? Basically, is anyone not just climbing?
I mean, John is having to maintain the silence.
Yeah.
And
So,
so he's not actually climbing. He's
Yeah.
hopefully being carried up.
yep, your success is dependent on the success of the platoons.
You are going piggyback.
I would rather carry him than the platoons.
To be
and
clear,
I will take my.
if the platoons are carrying him, it's like 4 people carrying him, and they do not have disadvantage. If you're carrying him, you would have disadvantage.
I'm okay with that because I guess I would negate my disadvantage because of the advantage you gave me on athletics for Vigil.
Okay, sure. Yeah. So go ahead and make that athletics check to try to climb up.
People should kiss me more often.
Come here, big boy.
No,
Says the
you're 14.
half orc.
He's an adult for an orc.
Yeah, not for Fitchel.
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows? Well,
I would love to have an in-character discussion of the hypocrisy there, but we do not have the time. Just Gibson is like talking to. Yeah, go ahead.
12.
Okay. As you are also having trouble making it up. Dravos and Svetlana, I believe you two are the last remaining who have not made checks to climb.
No, I
Voltaire.
did those. Oh,
Oh.
I made a stealth check. Sorry.
Yeah.
Alright.
Voltaire
Yeah, I
has
made the
got a
stealth
check
check.
to climb as well.
After finishing a ritual cast of silence, could I quickly give Koroks
Okay,
guidance
20.
and then go back to ritual casting?
No.
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 Oh,
Yes.
critical success.
I choose
nat
it.
20.
Okay.
Oh, guys, wish me luck.
Who do you want to help out?
I will help. Who is?
Koroks failed, and both battalion, the platoons failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember,
You could help
Court
one of
is
those-
carrying. I'm carrying
To be clear,
this
the platoon is
guy.
working together to climb up, whereas you guys are mostly working individually.
She'll help Cora.
Okay. Yeah. So, Koroks, you make it up, and therefore John also makes it up.
hey,
Because of Svetlana's nat 20.
18.
So
Also,
I just kind of want to flavor it if I can before I make this roll.
sure.
So you know how when you're a kid you climb the door frame?
Yes.
I'm doing that in the pipe.
Yeah, like as soon as you get the thing about this check is this is to get up to the pipes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
like that's what you guys are going to be doing once you're in
You're
the
thinking
pipes.
some
but-
matrix.
Okay, so that's an athletics, correct?
Yes,
I used to do
One
that the whole
athletics.
game.
That is a 16.
16. Okay, yeah, you also make it up. That means everyone other than the platoons have made it up. As the ladder, the drifting of this flying fortress is shifting to the point where the raft is being pulled in another direction, and the chances of climbing these ladders, it's going down. You see a couple of the knights being like, no, you go up, I'm gonna hold the ladder so it doesn't fall down. I'm not gonna be able to make it up, but go for it. As the knights try again
Yeah.
to make it up.
Assist.
Can I just give him a word of encouragement?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Does it do
Come on,
anything?
guys. You can do this. You've got it. You're the best knights we have.
It's silence. You're not saying anything.
I
I
forgot about the
Unless you can
silence.
come up with a way to assist them. There is no way to just be like, I assist them. You have to say
There,
what.
like if she like if one climbs
Yeah.
up just close enough so you can like quickly pull them up,
Okay, yes.
and then like that gets the
Yeah,
other
That
makes
will
it
put
quicker.
like as you are helping them up, that will put you at risk of falling off. Do you keep the risk and help them?
There.
How much of the risk are we talking percentage? But like, do I have to roll basically?
Yeah, you'll have to roll.
Disadvantage or advantage?
It's just gonna be a normal roll.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I'll take that. Why not? Yeah, she has good.
Okay,
athletics.
yes. Then
We secure the tops of the ladders? Like, could someone grab onto the top of the ladder and try to secure it?
okay.
Oh, good call.
That is already being done.
Okay.
Okay.
Someone call me.
Oh, you what?
Yeah, you had your finger up. You wanted to say something.
Oh no, I was doing this to try to mess with Burker.
Okay, so the people you're helping
I'm
up,
John
you
right
need to make
now.
a strength saving throw as you're
Okay,
like,
John.
right? Like,
John
grab
is
and
busy
throw them into
casting
the pipe,
silence.
Sorry, you're doing that, but quietly. Just
Dirty 20.
okay, yeah. So you do not fall into the river Styx.
Yep.
Good for you.
Dude.
As the platoon you're helping up got a nat 20 because of the advantage.
Yes.
And they get up perfectly fine. The other platoon, however, has to leave
Oh,
some
no.
people behind, taking
Oh.
19 points of damage.
That sounds like death.
Wait.
So it basically, one of you needs to keep track of the HP of the platoon. Right? So they took 19 points of damage, and
John,
several
we'll
of
leave
the
that to
soldiers
you.
had to get left behind.
I can keep
Do
that
the
somewhere.
differential.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, their character sheet is there for you to use. You guys can control these.
Yes, where was that? I saw that.
It's in the.
There it is. I found it. So we have 2 colossal.
Yes, you have 2 colossal. One of them is minus 19 HP.
Okay. Let me make a
Meaning
quick
minus
note
19
of
guys,
that.
or?
No, it's more like minus like a small handful, like 5 maybe. You know what? 3. Yeah, 3 of them don't manage to get on before the ladders are completely away. One of them like dives for it and just into the 6, and then you see him like bob back up and look extremely confused. As then the others like try to like end up getting him out, but he's just looking around kind of baffled. He's alive though. He does look very red, but he is alive. So those knights are now drifting along the river Styx. Maybe that'll be a one-shot one day. As
What's the sunny of? We'll come back for you.
they do not hear you because you are still within silence.
And it just. Yeah.
As they see you mouthing words to them. Okay, you do not need to make Okay, so now as you are going up the floors, the decks of this ship, you will have to make a stealth check and athletics check per deck. You guys can choose whether your passive is stealth or athletics. If you fail the athletics, you start falling down the pipes. If you, but of course, if you fail stealth, they know you're here.
Well, I rolled my stealth check,
to pass.
so 18.
So everyone needs to make stealth checks. If you're making stealth, it is double advantage.
Oh.
Double advantage. Yes. You roll 3 dice.
Okay.
And take the best.
3, okay.
Am I having
It
to
actually
roll
kinda makes
stealth
sense to
as
just call it
well?
like trivantage.
I like that.
Yeah.
Try me.
We'll call it trivantage.
That makes more. That
Because
makes
then it
more
actually
sense.
communicates what it is.
But what do you call it when it's disadvantage?
Right advantage.
Tried advantage. I see.
Probably just try disadvantage.
Is John still being carried? Or do I have to make these checks as well?
You also have to make these checks because reasons. Or no, I suppose you are relying on the group that you're in to do it for you. So, yeah, you do not have to make the checks.
42.
Nice.
Sorry, rolling for
Rob,
stealth.
Are you sure that's the correct stealth? I think something goofed up
I
there.
rolled it with advantage, and it was really supposed to be try
Because you were
advantage,
in the pipes. So
but
there's
it
no
won't
way
let me
that
do
you can
try.
see.
I see.
And that's just when you rolled advantage and then roll a regular.
8. 19.
Okay. That was okay.
19. Okay.
And I guess I'll roll one more.
Carl,
For Dravos, Dravos got a 20 nat.
So I got it. I got a 7.
Okay, basically anyone who got below 18, you need to tell me. That's
Draven, so are you telling me if I had a try advantage, I would take that 42 and add it to the 18? You said I would roll it, and on D&D Beyond, I can only roll advantage, so I would do the advantage roll and then a normal roll.
yeah,
Correct.
that works. That's a good way to do it.
That's an insanely high number.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
So that's 2 successes. The nat 20 is 2 successes. You got a 17? You rolled your first one before,
My first one was 18.
and that was with normal advantage?
Yeah. That's when like you had said it was. Well, that's before I knew it was private.
I'll give you an option.
Hello?
Alright.
You can have the 18 and succeed that, or, but you will be giving me as a DM advantage, inspiration, that I can use, that the enemy will use at some point. Or,
Wait,
you can fail that check, and just fail the check.
Fall down the pipe.
Well, this is stealth. Was this stealth or athletics?
This was stealth.
I rolled
Yeah, but you're not falling down this pipes if you fail stealth. That's if you fail athletics.
Yeah. Then I'll fail the check. I'm not gonna give inspiration.
Okay. And what was Vigil Voltaire?
Voltaire was 18.
Okay, that's a success.
Oh, sorry, 19.
Okay. Vigil.
Mitchell.
I tried it.
Okay. 18.
Success. I think. Do what? Yeah. Dravos got the nat 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Krodox.
How did I get? I don't understand how my numbers are so high. So on D&D Beyond, I rolled my stealth with advantage, and it gave me 42. And then you said try advantage, so Dravos told me just to roll another normal stealth check, which gave me an 18. So are you telling me that is a total of 60?
No, it's adding them together, and it's not supposed to be doing that.
Okay.
So on the
I mean,
first, both rolls in the first one were 17s, and the roll in the last one was a 10. So it is 17 plus 8, so that's a success.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That is weird that it's doing that. So that is 5 successes, 4 failures. Both of the platoons failed, which only counts as 1 failure, because the number of them imposes disadvantage on their stealth. And because they failed, so also did the person casting, ritual casting, right? So now we are going to, you need to make your athletics checks.
Here we go.
The platoons cannot fail. So, John, you will not fall. The rest of you, however,
Yay.
can potentially fall.
Right.
19.
Athletics it is.
Okay, 19.
I did. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
if I heard your voice.
You
or not.
climbed
Was
it. Athletics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
You climbed. Boy, did it.
I didn't know
Good
if
boy. Boy.
Good job. And the prior was a group check. This is an individual check.
Yes. So, Mitchell got nat 20 plus 1.
Okay.
And athletics.
Okay, both of those succeed. Nat 20 means that if someone fails, they can catch that failure.
Right.
And basically just anyone below a 12.
Me.
Okay, so who got the nat 20?
Mitchell.
Okay, Crocs, you are saved from falling by Fitchel.
Thank you.
As,
Thank you.
and by the way, you can also try to catch people if they fall, even if you don't get a nat 20, it just puts yourself at risk of also falling. So,
I mean, not to say that I, saved your life before, Vigil, but
okay.
You sort of
so
owed me
yes,
that one.
that is the first deck done. Then I need to count my decks.
Is there a map for the? No, I guess. Why would there be a map?
There is a map, but we're not going to use it yet because reasons.
We spent too much time debating on how the hell we were going to
2,
do
3,
this.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It was important.
Okay.
It was, yeah.
Everybody again, make those stealth checks. Try advantage.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if maybe I missed my D&D Beyond extension.
Everyone make what now?
Stealth check.
Okay.
You guys will make stealth checks and athletics checks, repeating these two until you make it to Zariel's place, or things go very wrong.
15.
And then John also failed because both of the armies failed. Already up to 4 failures, boys.
Frick. Dang it.
Wait on the board, so I won't have to wait.
Okay.
Oh, with Trivantage.
Okay.
Oh, great.
You would think with Trivantage, the knights would do a better job.
The knights still have disadvantage when because a colossal horde, or no, the knights still have double disadvantage, or just disadvantage, I mean. Because a colossal horde has huge is 1,
There we go.
gargantuan. They have disadvantage on their own. That's not with armor. That's just a colossal horde because there's so many people.
Alright.
Yeah.
Got 7.
17 again.
So,
Okay.
why is everyone else getting Tri-advantage?
Because silence gives them 1 advantage, and then the pipes give them the 2nd advantage.
So,
So
Okay,
the knights are
so
rolling.
combined, it's giving the knights just
Yeah,
disadvantage.
the knights exactly.
Because of those.
Exactly.
Okay.
The knights that are in the
I
silence.
get
The
now.
other group of knights that are not in the silence still have the tri disadvantage. Okay, so anyone below an 18.
Yes.
Okay.
I had a 15.
Dang it.
15? Anyone else? Okay. That is anyone with a nat 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Well, that is 2
And the hounds at the bottom.
That is
Hell-
two.
the hell-
That is 2 successes
Hellhounds are close.
and 6 failures.
I
As
can't
the
hear over
guys-
the hellhound.
As Jasmine, no.
Hellhound has a name.
As you guys, after like climbing up, you begin to like hear some noise made by the knights, and as you're climbing the pipes, they shake slightly as you think that there's not a wall supporting them right there.
Oh no.
And then a moment later, you start to hear the howling of tortured souls. Do you continue climbing, or do you try to get out of the pipes?
Okay, that means the souls are coming down towards us and flushing.
Yeah, I think we should get out of the pipes as soon as
And
possible.
it's a clear straight shot down to the rivers.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a bad.
And if they flush shoals, that means it acts like water on us or just kills us in.
You don't know. You do not know the effects of the river Styx, nor the souls gathered from them.
It was the closest we've ever gotten to it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess.
What you didn't know was I took a vial of some of the water from the river Styx.
Are you really taking ghostly pinkies?
Oh. Work. They're guessing like the last time you were close to the
Hey, DM.
Okay.
So,
Can you guys see my screen anymore?
I can.
You can?
It's a black screen.
Black.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Like, no, like, the rest of the detail around it.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you both still can. Is this... Try not to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. This is as much as I can move it with to make it easy on you guys not to look at it, and I'm gonna try to not be looking at the DM side of it for as much as possible, but...
Although, everyone else, Svetlana cannot hear us.
Phone died.
Phone died.
I don't know. Want me to run back and go?
The DM.
What charger do you use?
Yeah. Someone has a
cord?
charger.
Ooh.
USB cord. You don't have an iPhone? What kind of animal are you?
He's got some kind of
There you go.
ancient brick from.
It's a charging cord for you. It has a tendency to fall out, so you're gonna want to keep it so that it doesn't.
Found it in one of those new age relics.
ATM.
Yes, questions.
That's
Yes.
what she said.
Can I use my inspiration to let us hear the tortured souls?
Oh no,
Considering we are
No.
still in silence, though.
silence does not stop sound. It stops sound being generated within the silence. Unless it says that sound cannot pass in or out.
It
That's what I
does,
thought. Yeah.
I believe it does say that sound
It says,
does
and
not pass
creatures are
through.
deafened while entirely inside of it.
Okay then. Well, looks like you guys get the pain of metagaming, as you guys don't actually know that the souls are coming your way.
So can I use my inspiration?
No, there's no check. There's nothing to re-roll.
So you said a moment earlier.
As I'm not gonna have you guys make your self checks, but make athletics checks.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get to make another set of athletics checks to see if you climb up to the next floor when the souls hit you, or if you are still on this floor when the souls hit you.
All of us throw athletics, sir.
Yes, everyone needs to make athletics. Wow, okay. Good job. That was on that side, so that's the one with... One of the platoons get in that one, the only way they could fail.
Oh no!
Can I use my inspiration so that they reroll?
Yes. It's a success.
Yay!
Good, because that was the one carrying you, John.
Yes!
Why is it
I
taking
thought,
now to load forever?
So
Okay.
I got a 23.
Okay, basically it is, tell me if it's 12, if it's 11 or lower.
Fitro got 19.
Just tell me if it's a fail. Just
Okay.
tell me if it's 11 or lower.
Okay. Beads.
Okay?
You're out of orange juice.
And I'm out of orange juice. And Voltaire succeeds.
Okay, make another one to see if you make it to the next floor.
Okay.
Because that one
I'm
was
not
for
out
the
of
stealth
orange
check that was
juice.
failed. So make another athletics check,
Voltaire succeeds.
and both of the platoons succeed.
Okay.
Which means we're on the third.
Yes. Alright. Both Fitro and Voltaire succeed.
As then you look up and the glow of red souls spiral down towards your group, quickly engulfing you all. Everybody, make a dexterity saving throw to try to get out of the pipes as fast as possible.
Nice. I'm good at dexterity saving throw.
Ah, crap, I forgot to turn advantage off.
And this qualifies as AoE, so
Excuse that plus 4.
one of them succeeds,
That's AO3.
one of them fails. Okay.
What's the number? Password.
15 or higher. DC 15.
I nearly made.
Okay, so everybody who got 15 or higher takes... everyone who got 14 or lower takes 26 points of damage. Anyone who got 15 or higher takes half of that,
Okay.
taking 13 points of damage.
Dravos is now at 1 HP. because I am using my relentless endurance.
Yeah. I'm imagining
So wait,
that's
how much
taking
damage if you succeeded? You said 26?
13
So
if you succeed. Yes. 13.
And we're using our con values for hit points
Um,
for fast combat, or
yes.
Both my boys succeed. Voltaire got a nat 20.
Okay, and we'll get to the platoons after dealing with the player characters. Nat 20? Nat 20 means no damage.
Patrol takes what damage?
It takes, let me see what type of damage it is. Necrotic. You take, 16?
Oh, yes.
Okay, 13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Doable.
Wait, nat 20s we take no damage?
Correct, yes.
They're all good to go.
Oh.
Did you get a nat 20?
Yes, I did.
And that's on...
Oh wait, no, I did not.
Okay. Then yeah, you only take that half damage to 13. Okay, so who all is down?
uh,
Sorry, hold on,
John
you are
six-
not up. We've taken 26 points of damage.
26 points damage. No, it's 13.
You didn't succeed.
I did
You said
succeed.
I thought you said you just failed.
No, sorry, I said it just made it.
Oh,
I
okay.
nearly succeeded.
No, you nearly failed. Nearly means you were almost got it. Yeah. You barely succeeded is what you meant.
I meant barely succeeded.
Cool, thank you. Yeah. Then 13 points of damage. Who all is down? Everyone's
John
up?
succeeded, but the 13 puts him at 0.
Okay, then that is down.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Dravo's
are
almost
unconscious
went
for
down.
for 3 rounds.
I am unconscious for 3 rounds,
Yeah,
you
you're
said?
unconscious for 3 turns.
Okay.
Ooh,
And
that means silence is down.
yes, it also means silence is down, but you guys were detected already. It is now, now I need you guys to do the damage for the Colossal Hordes. Hordes take double damage from AoE. This qualifies as AoE. So, one of the Hordes takes 26 points of damage, and the other takes 52 points of damage.
Jesus.
I'll make that edit. So 26 and 52.
Yes.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
As you all, which floor is that? That is,
Even with
Barracks.
dark vision, am I not allowed to see anything?
no, like you saw it coming, but it was too late because it comes just around the bend.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm not allowed to see anything on the map, or it's supposed to be black.
It's supposed to be black because no one has tokens on the map yet.
Okay.
As, did you guys rush out? Actually, I'm gonna just say you guys rushed out, before the armies, because otherwise that would mean, basically, if you guys waited for your platoons, then you guys would auto-fail. But I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for being kind and merciful. Yeah.
okay, let's quickly get those tokens down. Okay, so that is okay. So Colossal is 25 by 25. Let me set those scales correctly. Advanced dimensions. Units. I think you're probably just gonna completely fill this room. Oh wait, so 25 is 5 spaces. Right.
we putting our tokens on yet?
No, you guys are actually going to be moving inside of the horde. So, you're just going to be using the horde. Controlled by all players, movement speed, 30 feet. Okay, you guys should now be able to see the room that you are in. I'm gonna send you to the back so that you can see the other... Or it's not gonna let me because it hates me.
That is one giant horse token.
Okay.